Is buy and hold dead? We're speaking with Jason Zweig of the Wall Street Journal. Hello, Jason. How are you?
How are you doing, Howard?
Good, good. Jason, you are focused on long-term investing, and we hear a lot of things at money shows and newsletters, people telling us, well, the events of the last few years have shown that buy and hold investing is dead. What do you think?
I don't think it's right. The first thing that's important to realize is that's exactly what people say right before buy and hold comes back to life. I mean, nobody said that when the Dow was over 14,000, when buying and holding was a really dangerous idea. People only say it when the Dow is down around 8,000. But it's cheap now. And it's impossible for me to conceive that buy and hold is a worse idea with the Dow at 8,000 than it was at 14,000, when nobody was saying buy and hold was a bad idea.
Well, given what you're saying is correct, what about people who think that the market is in kind of a long-term trading range, or that we in a long-term bear market that could go on for years, the way it did from 1966 to 1982? Anytime you buy in here, it's going to take you years and years to get back to where you were. I mean, and that people should invest more actively. What do you say to that?
Well, there's a legitimate case to be made that we could be looking at a protracted period where market returns are below average. But that doesn't necessarily mean that trading more is going to raise your return. Every time you trade, you incur trading costs, brokerage costs, which are lower now than they used to be, but they're still real. And if you can buy and hold through a period of protracted low returns, the flip side of that is you're buying at lower market valuations than you could have done years earlier. And people who bought and held from, say, 1966 to 1982, or even from 1929 into the 1940s and 50s, people who bought and held did quite well. It was the people who only held who suffered. And if you're on the verge of retirement, you've got a big problem. But if you're younger, buying and holding right now is a spectacular idea.
So when people say buy and hold, though, they also don't mean buy once, then don't put another dime in and wait for it to go up. They mean buying steadily, not trying to decide where you think the market is bottom, but keep buying at lower prices regularly.
Yeah, exactly. And maybe when we talk, we use the wrong kinds of terminology. Maybe we shouldn't say investing. Maybe we should say saving. And if you think of putting money into the financial markets as a form of saving, you don't expect to get your return right away. You expect to get it over time. And I think that trips people up. And certainly returns lately have been terrible. So if it's going to pay off, you must give it time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Howard.
We've been speaking with Jason Zweig on the MoneyShow.com video network.